It's been one day. It's been one day, and I already feel like a degenerate. I'm telling you, man, people wouldn't even think that I went outside. If you probably actually showed me grass right now, I may just. Cruising on down Main Street. So yesterday, after I got done making the video, I grinded a lot, and I haven't got past chapter 6 yet. The story's actually quite long, especially if you're reading it. And I learned quite a bit from my time playing yesterday and looking up stuff, talking to other people that are into World Flipper. I learned quite a lot. But one thing I wasn't expecting yesterday, which kind of blew my mind and had me in an awe state, not all state, was that the amount of support, likes, comments, views that the last video got. I think by the time that I upload this one, that one's going to be like possibly hitting 10K or close to hitting 10K views, which is just crazy to me. Absolutely wild. I can't thank you guys enough for that. Like, that support is just mind-boggling to me that that's even happening. But I was really surprised to see the amount of positivity on that video, because know that Global didn't release in the best of states. Even me, I'm disappointed myself, especially looking forward to the game. And everybody's talking about it, so I don't really feel like I even need to put my 2 cents there. I mean, I might at some point, but I just thought that I'm enjoying it, having fun, so I'm just gonna post a video and have fun with it, be positive, and do my thing. Of course, that doesn't mean that I agree with what they called Kakao Games are doing, which is the global devs or the global people that are handling the devs. Of course, Side Games is the ones that made the game. But as I said, man, even though Global released in the state that it did, I'm just so surprised that I got the positive feedback and positive reception that I did. Of course, there was some Debbie Downers, but I really can't thank you guys enough from everyone commenting, viewing that video, watching it, liking it, hell, even disliking it. Everything helps that video and helps the channel grow. So yeah, it was just crazy to see. I really can't thank you all enough for that. So on my community tab, I actually posted a community post talking about what would you guys like to see in terms of World Flipper content next. And I put on their free-to-play guide, and I also put on their team building and unit building. And at the time of me currently recording this, I think that free-to-play guide is winning by a landslide compared to the team building and character building one. But team building and character building, it's second. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this video here, is not because I wanted to ignore what the masses wanted. It was because I want to see exactly how the global devs are going to be handling the game before I make the free-to-play guide. They could handle the game pretty much just like JP, apart from the changes that they already made, like the reroll thing. Like, that's stupid. Who did that? Like, why? Imagine being there and being like, oh,
you want to get rid of the delete account feature? Yeah, let's get rid of it.
No. Instead of getting rid of it, check me out. We put a 24-hour timer on it.
Holy.
Of course, we could use the Japanese and Taiwanese server as a baseline for the video, but we don't know if Global is going to get the same treatment going forward. We could be getting treated the same, or we could get treated a little bit better. That's high hopes, though. Like, really, really high hopes. So everybody, hey, calm down. Let's not get our hopes up, okay? Gotta be realistic, but optimistic. Keep that in mind. Which is what led me to make this video, which is talking about subunits and why they are so important. I saw a lot of people question this, and a lot of people have a lot of uncertainty whenever it came to subunits in team comps. And to an extent, this also is going to go hand to hand with team building, even though this isn't a team building guide. Once you start factoring in subunits, main units, abilities, everything else, like everything kind of flows into a team. So indirectly, this is a little bit of a team building guide, even though we're just talking about subunits and mainly the ability board or the mana board in this video. So you may have seen a unit that is on a lot of people's teams. You're wondering, what makes this girl so good? Because if you look at her, you're like, oh, she ain't really anything crazy. That is this 3-star unit right here, Suzu. Now, the girl Su is pretty busted. You can use her on actually your main slot if you wanted to, but if we actually go to any team building guide for this game currently, I don't even know who made this. Who maintains this? Who is this? Pecan of Pies? I don't even know if you're the only one who worked on it, but you are a god, sir. Oh, wait, this is the Japanese one. Hold on. Is it Pecan of Pies for this one, too? What a legend! And Nimi! Oh my god, he got someone else for it. What two absolute amazing human beings right here for helping all of us noobs out. But if you see here and you go to the team section, which is actually catered to the global player base right now, if you're looking at the global one, of course, you'll see a bunch of team comps and a lot of different teams that are here. But if you actually look at a lot of them, you'll see something that is in a lot of different unisons. So if we look here, who's that? That's Sue. If we look at Lightning, look at that. She's in the main team right there because, I mean, it's Lightning. And yeah, you can kind of use her in the main team in that. If we look here, look at that. She's there too in the main team. If we look over here in the Silty team, which is the team that I currently have, look, she's there. And there she is again. And then there, she's everywhere. As you see, she is a very, very much used support unit. Even in JP, I think people say that she is still used as a unison unit. And you may be like, why is this unit so crazy? Or what makes this unit always here? Why on reroll tier list and everything else, like she is one of the highest rated units as a 3-star? If we go back over here, it's not really because of what she does. Like, yeah, you can use her in the main slot, as you see here. Like, you can absolutely use her in the main team if you want to. But the reason why she's so good as a sub unit is because of the skill. This skill allows you to increase the skill gauge and skill damage of the party leader, which is who you probably want to be buffing up majority of the time, because the party leader is usually an attacker for the most part. And if you see, the reason why she's such a good subunit is because of not only her skill, but also her abilities synergize really, really well for what she's doing. She's kind of like the perfect attack support in this game. Like, if you want to increase your damage by a ton, she's kind of the unit to go to. Since your leader unit is going to be like your main damage dealer most of the time, she works perfectly. But the thing is that you're not even going to get access to this unless you use the mana board system, which is such a crazy system that is so simple on the surface. But the deeper you go, man, let me tell you, the crazier the grind is, for one, and also the wilder these units get. In the beginning, whenever you first get Sue, the only thing you have is this. Like, literally, this is your entire screen. Like, you don't have anything else unless you, of course, unlock all of these other nodes. And upon unlocking these bigger nodes, if you guys remember in yesterday's video, we actually talked about this. Unlocking these bigger nodes is so important for unison units because this allows them to unlock their abilities or their passives that are able to be used on other characters. So even though this character is a 3-star unit that you may think is complete garbage if you use her in the main team, which she's not, she can be used there. If you combine her with a 5-star support unit, like for example, Furia is giving these buffs, right? These HP buffs, these attack buffs and everything to these units. But now also Furia is now giving more attack buffs due to the fact that Sue is able to apply these passives onto Furia if you unlock them and you're using her in the unison slot, which means that these passives and these abilities are applying to Furia, which guess what that means? That means they're going to be applying to the girl Celti, and it's going to be increasing her attack by an exponential amount. To put it simple, the way how you deal big deeps in this game, if you want to really be Oonga Boonga, attack plus any other source of damage buff, your damage is going to go through the roof. And because of that, since attack buffs are so strong, a character like Sue is extremely sought after, even being just a 3-star because of this. We could actually go into a practice right now and show you like the damage difference, which, you know what, why not? We will. Yeah, we'll show you with Sue being on the team first. And then we'll show you what it is without Sue being on the team. And the only thing we're going to do is we're just going to go up and we're going to instantly use Celti's skill. And we're just going to see the damage of it with Sue being on the team. So if we click touch, we get the skill. And the only thing we're going to do, we're going to go here and we're going to use it. And look at that, 62k. But if we go here and we actually go and get rid of Sue on our team, let's just remove her from the sub slot real quick. As you see here, she's gone and we no longer have that ability. As you see, that ability is gone. So the only abilities that are Furia's right now is her own. Her own mana board is coming into play here and nothing else. So if we go back into practice, we're going to do the same exact thing and we're going to see how much Celti's skill now hits for. We're just going to go up. We're going to pop Celti's skill and 55k. You see the damage difference? It would even be a larger difference if we were also using everybody else's skills and like popping float and all that, but we don't need to do that for this video. You get the point though. Sub units are extremely important and the mana board system is also equally as important and really is what is going to give your characters the strength that they need going forward. And to be honest, I could make like an hour-plus long video talking about the ability board and talking about these characters. Sub units are like this. They're all just ridiculous. So what does this all mean, OP? Pretty much the point I'm trying to get across is don't just willy-nilly put sub-units on your team without first looking at their kits and seeing what they're bringing and offering. One thing I will say though is that the last skill does not matter at all. Like this skill right here, or this ability, let me not get it messed up and get you guys confused. This ability doesn't matter whatsoever. The reason why is because, as you see with the M, that means that they need to be in the main party in order for this ability to take effect. So the main two abilities you're always looking for on any subunit is going to be the first ability and the second ability. So going forward with any unit that ever comes out, the only things that you need to take into consideration is the skill, the first ability, and the second ability. After that, it doesn't even matter like what else the subunit is doing. And this is why I think I am really loving this game at the moment. Team building is something that is just so fun to me in any gacha game. And this system is one of the best systems that I've ever seen. insane. I love it. It's so good. Yeah, the character system in this game, the ability board or mana board system is very simple at first glance, but it gets very deep. So please don't ignore your subunits, because your subunits are almost as equally as important as your main units on your team. I'm telling y'all. If you start using subunits and you start actually caring about the unison units and everything else, the sky's the limit, you know what I mean? For the different combinations and the different things that you can come up with. And you're actually finally going to be able to see the light. You're not just being Unga Boonga. You can do Unga Boonga damage, just don't be Unga Boonga. I know we all like to see big numbers, but in order to see those big numbers, we got to learn this system, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I know this video was probably a lot longer than it needed to be, but I wanted to really get the point across, help out everyone. Of course, the guys that I used for reference here will be linked down below in the description. So make sure you check those out and support those guys in the actual World Flipper Discord and all that. Yeah, those guys, the unsung heroes of this game, let me tell you. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, man. Thank you all for coming out. I know this video was a little bit more serious, so I apologize about that. Probably not too many jokes in there or anything, but hopefully it was entertaining, hopefully it was informative to y'all. If it was, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more. And last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.